Well, hello there, Scorpio. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we are going to be doing your Equinox reading. So this is really good from September 22nd until March of 2023. So for the next 6 months, we're going to take a look first at the last 6 months, what you accomplished, whether you met a goal or you allowed some things to leave your life in order to create space for some new things. And then we'll take a look at what the next 6 months has in store for you. So we'll take a look at what new things are coming in, any obstacles or areas of resistance. And then finally, of course, advice from Spirit about how you can move through your obstacles more quickly. Remember, your obstacles are just those things that you will be overcoming in the next 6 months. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider like, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay. Oh my goodness. You have some lovely energy, Scorpio. Some of these, I'll have to admit, I'm almost done. I only have a couple more after yours. Some of them have been somewhat difficult. Your energy looks beautiful. So let's see what we have here. On the bottom, you have, taking steps to, have more fun in your life, perhaps. For some of you, bringing in new love, but there's this sense of celebrating life, taking steps in order to celebrate your life, in order to celebrate who you truly are, stepping into this energy of, moving away from people or situations that really are no longer in alignment with who you are wanting to become. Almost like taking that deep dive, I think, over the last 6 months, trying to figure out, who am I? What is it that I really want in my life? And now really taking steps to bring what it is into your life that you are wanting. For the last 6 months, we're going to start there. You have answering the call. The time is now. And I feel like this is your energy at this moment, at the end of this last 6 months, right? Because it's kind of like, okay, I know who I am now, and now I'm really taking those steps. I'm moving onto that path of answering the call. When when the universe knocks on the door, it's not like you answer the door and you immediately go through the doorway, right? I mean, it takes us time to shift from being on one path onto the next, right? It takes some time. It's a transition. And I feel like that's what this last 6 months was for you. It was a transition of moving from one, energy of Scorpio, of yourself, into a new version of yourself. It's that Scorpio, 2.0. So what to celebrate? You have had some happy success. Take a moment and really celebrate it. A lot of times good things happen in our life and then we just buzz on by, right? Waiting for the next goal or looking forward, and which is nice. But there is this energy that you have accomplished something significant in your life. So this could be leaving a relationship that was very difficult to leave, or bringing in a new relationship that you have been waiting for some time. Could be a career change. For some of you, you could have graduated from, college or some type of certification. You could have changed careers. There's some big goal that you have accomplished that took you a long time to accomplish, to get there. Right? And so this is kind of like Spirit saying, hey, Scorpio, it's almost like celebrate yourself, celebrate the success, celebrate how long it took you, okay, to accomplish this. Because, one of the things that sometimes our society does is, we sometimes, like if it's a graduation or a wedding, there's a party. But part of it is also that sometimes we need to recognize ourselves and what we have accomplished, because sometimes our successes are not, like milestones, like graduating or getting married or having a baby or something like that. Sometimes it is about the changes that we make internally about how we feel about ourselves or how we feel about the world, right? That are even bigger successes because they send us onto a new path to discover more about ourselves, more about the world. So what to leave behind? Playing it safe. 9 of Wands. You know, I feel like you were playing it safe for a very long time. It's almost as if you decided, you know what, those fireworks over there outside of the picket gate, I think I want to go play with, you know, I want to go experience that. It's almost as if you have stepped into this energy of, I'm not playing it safe anymore. I'm willing, okay, to put myself out there, to make the changes that I need to make, right? To take the steps to move into who it is that I truly want to become. And I feel like you're doing that. You know, you're truly stepping into this energy of, I'm not playing it safe anymore. Sometimes we play it safe for a reason, you know, and sometimes we play it safe for a short time because we're still trying to figure out who we are or what it is that we want. And now I feel like you're stepping out of the energy of playing it safe. It's not that you're stepping into an energy of taking one risk after another, but it's when we play it safe, it means that we're saying the things, we're doing the things that sometimes the people around us want us to do instead of doing those things that are really on our path that we want to do. For ourselves. So I feel like that's what you're doing. You're willing to know, you're no longer willing, okay, to play the game that maybe other people in your life want you to play, and instead are stepping into this energy of taking truly control of your destiny and where it is that you are going. All right, so what to embrace, what to take away from this last 6 months? What lesson have you learned that you want to carry on into this next 6 months? You have intuition and manifestation, and then you have the Two of Pentacles. Interesting energy, because I feel as if there's a little bit of waffling here. You know, it's kind of like, I know what I want, right? And then it's kind of like, well, I don't know. Is that what I really want? So let's clarify that. Let's see what we get there. You could have taken a very long time to get to this part, to understand what your calling is, right? You could have had a very long journey doing that. And part of what to embrace as you go forward is a sense of really kind of weighing all of your options, because, you know, the Two of Pentacles is this energy of kind of like balancing things, right? I feel like part of it is looking at all of your options and balancing them so that you don't like slip off of the edge, which is really interesting. Before, I don't think you were ever worried about slipping off the edge because you were playing it so safe. Now I feel like you're stepping into an energy of wanting to manifest a lot of things, but it's almost like you could possibly, okay, slip off the edge, which is really interesting. I don't normally get that with this card. So I feel like the energy here is to make sure that you're not making drastic changes spontaneously, right? That you're allowing yourself to not play it safe, but to really ponder, okay, is this really what I truly want? It's almost as if, okay, this is the energy, like you've decided, I'm not playing it safe anymore. I am going out there and living my life, but it's kind of like your horse in a corral. Okay. And then, you know, the horse, have you ever seen when a horse kind of discovers that the corral gate is open, right? I mean, or even like Maggie, you know, she discovers the front door's been left open or something like that, and she can get out, right? Like an animal, a lot of times when they've been penned in, okay, the gate opens and then they just kind of like run. They don't even know where they're going. They just run and, you know, just kind of like start running in circles and, you know, everywhere, right? right? They have no plan. They have no plan at all. They're just like, I'm out, I'm free. But the thing is that if you're scattered like that, sometimes you could make decisions, okay, that will be a little bit too risky. Okay, you don't want to go from playing it safe to the opposite end and playing it really risky. So I feel like this is just Spirit coming in and saying, you know, Scorpio, you're going to have your freedom. I feel like you're getting your freedom, or you've gotten your freedom, or you have this sense of freedom. And yet at the same time, it's kind of like weigh your options carefully, because you don't want to be like Maggie and start running around the neighborhood, right? And running into the street or something like that and getting hurt. Yeah, having the strength. Okay, you have a 7 of Wands on the bottom. Having the strength to kind of take your time with options that are coming in, to not, you know, rush too quickly, to be confident when you make a decision, but not to rush too quickly. Really interesting energy, because you have the 6 of Pentacles. I feel like the universe is going to be bringing you some options, right? These are like little windfalls, and then you're showing up. You know, understanding that you are moving from one world of playing it safe to a world where you have a lot more options, right? It could be that over the last 6 months, you felt like you didn't have any options. And now all of a sudden, all these options start showing up. But you have the strength and the courage to look at the options carefully, right? And to choose what is really in alignment with what it is that you truly want for yourself. Really lovely. Okay, so now let's take a look at the next 6 months. We have great adventure. I love this. Take a risk, venture forward. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so you are going to be taking a risk here. We have distant thunder, clear the air. And then we have desert passage. Okay, so I feel as if there's a little bit of this energy that, you know, you're jumping in a boat. You're going from the horse corral into jumping into a boat. You're going on a great adventure, okay? But because of this, you have the desert passage and distant thunder. I feel like you are seriously going on this great adventure, but it's almost like you're leaving land, and you may be, okay, leaving some people or situations behind, almost like in search of something that is more fulfilling to you. Okay, because part of answering the call is doing the kind of work that you want to do that is truly fulfilling, having people and situations in your life that are truly fulfilling. So let's see what we have here. What's next on your journey? You have the Fool card in increase. I feel like you're increasing. Now, this is interesting because all those gems on the side of the road are your chakras, coming into a greater sense of alignment with who you are and who it is that you want to become. And it's a new journey for you. You know, once again, you're leaving behind the safety of your own backyard in a way in order to go on this great adventure. So let's go ahead and clarify this. This is lovely energy. I mean, you really do have like a whole new, you know, answering the call. You have kind of gone through that transition period, and now you're truly stepping onto this new path. Oh, that 2 of Pentacles coming back in. All right, King of Wands on the bottom, staying confident. Yeah, I feel like you have a new option coming in, and you're toying with it. You're going back and forth. And once again, with the 7 of Wands, I feel like there is this sense of having to almost defend yourself. I think you want to go on this new path. I think it is adventurous and risky. You want to take this adventure. You want to go in this new way. But I think there are people or other situations in your life that kind of are perhaps like trying to hold you back. It's almost as if, okay, you know, it's kind of like going back to the horse. Like, maybe, you know, you're being released from the corral, okay? But then there's people in your life or situations in your life that are trying to rein you in. You're no longer in the safety of the corral, and yet at the same time, there's this energy of, whoa, wait a minute, Scorpio, you're going too fast. You're going forward so quickly. Hold it back, you know, kind of like that. Hold it back energy. And I do feel like, you know, with this Two of Pentacles, you're kind of going back and forth with all of this energy. And I think you're going in the direction that your heart truly wants. It's kind of like, okay, I'm listening to what you have to say, and now I'm making a decision on my own. Because your biggest obstacle, hidden motivations, and the High Priestess. Now, this is your obstacle, you know, going within. I think there's a little bit of an energy of asking yourself, going within, asking yourself, okay, because this is, you know, secrets hidden. This is secrets hidden, okay? Both of these are about secrets. And Scorpio, you can be, you know, you can tend to be kind of secretive, but I feel as if part of this is going within and even asking yourself, I think you have some hidden motivations for wanting out of the corral, right? You have some hidden motivations. You could be keeping it a secret what your motivations are. For some of you, you may be even keeping these motivations secret to yourself. It's almost as if going in and asking yourself, okay, why is this new adventure so important to me? You know, I think that's a really it's kind of interesting because I think that that is a really good question to ask ourselves no matter what we're doing, right? It's kind of like sometimes taking a minute, you know, and sitting ourselves down and saying, okay, what is my motivation here? You know, what is it that I am looking for when I want to go on this new adventure or whatever it is that we're wanting to do? Why do I want a new relationship? Why do I want a new job? Why do I want a new career? You know, and really going down deep inside. It's not, you know, if you want to switch careers, it's not necessarily about, well, I want to make more money, right? Okay. That's fine. Then ask yourself, why do you want more money? Well, I want more money because I want a better life for my family. Okay. So why do you want a better life for your family? And just keep going down further and further, because I feel as if this sense of freedom, okay, comes in quickly. You embrace it, right? You embrace it. But it could be that the people around you that are perhaps asking you these questions, you know, like Scorpio, why do you want to go on this adventure? And you're kind of like, because I do, you know. I think the people around you could be even people that are like, you know, on your soul's path to ask those difficult questions, because I feel like there is something hidden here. There's a reason, okay, that you want to go on this great adventure that's almost like buried deep down inside, and you're not really sure if you want to really go there, okay? Because with the High Priestess, it's almost like I want to even hide my hidden motivation from myself. And I feel like that is the big lesson, you know, here for the next 6 months, is getting down to the deep root of why it is that you want to, you know, go in this new direction. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, okay, so we have the Hermit energy, once again, going within, knowing that you are a beacon of light, but in order to light that light, your light is always lit, right? But in order to make that light even brighter, it's about going within and doing the healing, finding the wisdom that you already have inside of you. Yeah, the Empress, the Three of Cups, you know, wanting to celebrate a true life that you have, you know, built for yourself. It's the Phoenix Rising card, you know. I feel like for some of you, you really are trying to transform yourselves completely into somebody new. That Phoenix Rising from the ashes type of energy. And I think it comes, you know, you have the Six of Cups. something from the past, perhaps from childhood, dropping the burden of something and really stepping into your truth. I think for some of you, you're going to see how perhaps a belief system that you have had since childhood is really holding you back, right? Is the reason that you're kind of like, I want to go on this adventure. It's almost like freedom is mine. It's kind of that, and how kids feel at the last day of school when the bell rings and summer vacation has started is kind of like, what? Wait. I feel like you're going through that. But once you go deep down inside, you're starting to understand that, there could be, belief systems from your childhood that are really and truly preventing you from stepping into who you truly are. Yeah, oh, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so now advice from Spirit. Yeah, Page of Wands and the Honoring Path. Keeping your eye, it's a magnifying glass, right? Keeping your focus on your honoring path. It is funny how sometimes, when we gain instant freedom or this sense of freedom, that we can go a little bit, hog wild. And, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, Scorpio. If you have a short period of time where you're just like, oh my goodness, I'm out and about and I can't wait to experience life. I have to go on this great adventure or whatever. But I think in the end, okay, Spirit is saying the advice here is you are on a new path. I feel like you're going to be really excited about this new path, but it's also about coming back to, answering your call, of understanding that your purpose, okay, is also part of your focus, So let's see what we have here. Yeah, oh my goodness, lots of major arcana. You have a big 6 months coming. Yeah, the adventure awaits for you, with the Three of Wands on the bottom. Justice card, so you could be dealing with a Libra, but you don't have to be. Kind of a sense of holding back, holding yourself back from the balance that you are truly looking for in your life. A sense of wanting victory and acknowledgement, of working well with others, but also, Chariot energy, Cancer energy. Yeah, judgment. It's about kind of coming into that energy of what is it that I really and truly want in my life. For a lot of you, I think maybe you have been bouncing back and forth, not really sure. Because we have back and forth on the bottom here too. I feel though that you are coming into with this 6 months. So as we get closer and closer to March, you're coming into a clear focus of what your path truly is. And the bouncing back and forth, the trying to juggle, okay, a lot of different emotions and situations in your life. You're starting to understand, right, that you're on a divine path in order to heal some of those deep wounds that you have inside. The High Priestess again, pulling back the veil and taking a look at, perhaps some of the fears that you have had. You could have been trying to sidestep. That's kind of an interesting word that they're using. Sidestep some of this healing that perhaps, was something that maybe you were, you could have been kind of like confined, and Spirit was trying to help you to have time to heal some of these wounds, okay? But I feel like you were almost trying to sidestep it, not quite yet ready to go there. And so it's almost as if it's kind of like, this is strange, like the universe is using reverse psychiatry. Your spirit guides tried to confine you. That didn't work. You didn't really want to go there, right? So they're saying, okay, go on this great big adventure, and you go out there and you're kind of like, yeah, so why am I out here? And it's almost as if it's kind of like, okay, the thing I need to do, and this is what you're overcoming over the next 6 months, is really going deep inside, asking yourself some of those difficult questions that maybe you didn't really feel like you were ready to answer. I feel like you're stepping into this energy of wanting those answers, right? Of knowing that the answers lie within you. You could have been thinking, if I could just get out of this picket fence, I could find the answers, right? And then you go on the great adventure and you're kind of like, I still can't find the answers. Well, it's kind of like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, right? She realizes that there is no place like home. And home is who we are. It's about going within, finding those answers within you. The answers do not lie outside of you, right? The answers are always within you. Really interesting energy. I'm really anxious to see how your next 6 months go, because one of the things is that if you really want to, okay, go through this a little bit more quickly. It is about stepping into alignment with your purpose, your true soul purpose. Because when we heal our pain, that is where we discover our purpose. So I feel like you're really stepping into that energy, Scorpio. It's very exciting. It really is. And I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, so let's see what we have here for a Soul Truth card. Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? Wow, really interesting. We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. Yes, I don't feel like you've uncovered them, right? This is part of it, is uncovering your superpower, right? When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? Yeah. So, this universe has knocked at the door, right? The universe is saying, Scorpio, it's time for you to really step into your superpowers. What are your spiritual gifts? And then how are you sharing them? How are you contributing them to the world, right? And I feel as if in this next 6 months, you're really stepping into that energy of understanding that other people truly haven't been holding you back. What's been holding you back is, this energy of going within to find the answers that you have been looking for on the outside, to answering the call, discovering your superpower, and then sharing it with the world. Wow. Really exciting energy here. Well, I'm excited for you, Scorpio. I do wish you so much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I really look forward to your upcoming messages. So I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.